Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Cutting Edge News. I'm Money Boy Simmons, and it's a beautiful day here on MEHS campus. On the second week of October was Indigenous Peoples Day. Let's take a look on how our school celebrated.
Indigenous Peoples Day, whereas the indigenous peoples of the lands that would later become known as Alaska have occupied these lands since time immemorial.
And Alaska is built upon the homelands and the communities of the indigenous peoples of this region, without whom the building of the state would not be possible.
And whereas we value the many contributions made to our communities through Indigenous peoples' knowledge, labor, technology, science, philosophy, arts, and the deep culture contribution that has substantially shaped the character of Alaska.
And whereas the state recognizes the fact that Alaska is one big village, with over 16% of the state population having indigenous heritage, the highest percentage among all the United States.
And whereas the state opposes racism toward indigenous peoples of Alaska or any Alaskans of any origin.
And promotes policies and practices that reflect the experiences of indigenous peoples, ensure greater access and opportunity, and honor our nation's indigenous root history and contributions.
And whereas Indigenous Peoples Day was first proposed in 1977 by a delegation of Native nations to the United Nations sponsored International Conference on Discrimination Against Indigenous Populations in the Americas.
And whereas in 2011, the affiliated tribes of Northwest Indians, representing 59 tribes from Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Northern California, Western Montana, and some Alaskan tribes,
passed Resolution 11-57 to support to change Columbus Day, second Monday of October, to Indigenous Peoples Day.
And whereas the state of Alaska joins a growing number of cities that have recognized the second Monday of October as Indigenous Peoples Day,
creating an opportunity to promote appreciation, tolerance, understanding, friendship, and partnerships among Indigenous peoples and all Alaskans.
I, Bill Walker, Governor of the State of Alaska, do proclaim October 10th, 2016 as Indigenous Peoples Day.
And encourage all Alaskans to celebrate the thriving cultures and values of the indigenous peoples of our region and continue efforts to promote the well-being and growth of Alaska's indigenous community.
Yupiat Rinratni Rinrach Chikina.
Sigu Shukat Yagi.
Hi, it's Monday, October 12th.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day from Mount Edgecombe.
Wanga Inupektak Atlanik. Hi, my colonized name is Claire Jungers, and I am from Shishmaref, Alaska, also known as Kikiktuk. And my atikluk is made by Brenda of Shishmaref, Alaska. We wear these for Aki, which is Eskimo dancing, or for special occasions, and my headband is a special touch made by my mom. The earrings I'm wearing today are made up of sealskin, sea otter, and beads. This earring was made by Melissa Ingersoll.
Do you want to tell us about your bracelet?
My bracelet is made up of ivory, baleen, and mammoth tusk. This was made by Stanley Taktu of Shishmaref, Alaska.
Do you support the change from Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day?
Yes, because Christopher Columbus instigated a genocide that wiped out our indigenous brothers and sisters. Christopher Columbus sailed the deep blue in 1492 and he discovered the Americas. That's what we're told in school, but however, there was already native people who were settled in the Americas, and we've always been.
Yakwe Olive, Itian, Lithiana Capella, Ijan, Kayana, Alaska, Ijan, Likiap Atoll, Marshall Islands, Nahri, Inupiaq, Nahri, Marshallese. Hi, my name is Tiana Capelli, and I am from Kayana, Alaska, and Likiap Atoll, Marshall Islands.
Yedikuk ayuchat dua saku kicks arichat city. Kachacha sha yuha dua saku take wedi yedi ayachat. Kakahit dachat city. Kagwantan dachran ayachat. My Tlingit name is Yedikuk A. I'm from the Kicks Adi clan. The women of my clan are called the Kachatja Shah. I'm the child of a Teakwedi, which means my dad is from the Teakwedi clan. I'm from the Point House, and I am the grandchild of the Kagwantan clan. The regalia that I'm wearing today is my cedar hat that came from my late grandmother Isabella Brady. It was hers. And then a tunic or dance shirt, which was made by her with a diving raven design that used to be on her old dance shirt until she got a new one that was made. And then she made this one for me using her old design. And I'm wearing a lot of assorted jewelry that is made up of Northwest Coast native form line that have been given to me from various sources. Indigenous Peoples Day is something that's particularly important to me because we have a long history in the state of Alaska of colonization and particularly of cultural trauma that accompanied that colonization. And the transition from Columbus Day and the celebration not only of exploration but of the colonialization of our people to instead celebrating the resilience and not only the survival but the success of Native people and the massive attempts that we have made, some successful, in revitalizing our culture is a real testament to the resilience and the strength of our people. And celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day rather than Columbus Day is probably the best testament that we can have for our people. Ganuchish.
It was great to see so many students and teachers from all over Alaska celebrate their cultures. Have fun and stay safe in the process. And by the way, town leave is open. Check it.
Town leave returns after not having it for 2 weeks.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances like dominoes?
Look at Miss Mall cruising by.
Couldn't keep the door shut and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home.
And remember, wear a mask. It's the main task.
And remember, stay tuned to the cutting edge.